come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Georgia Southern's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, App State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Making his first move. He's brought down, and he looks for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Mountaineers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here is the talented Micah Alejado out to run the attack. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Bunch formation for these receivers. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught in the backfield, it's Compton. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. The throw. Coleman open on the right. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Need. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And I would say they got him exactly where they did want him as a defense. All that speed, he gets outside the pocket, rolling to his right. You think he's going to take off. How about it? He tries to throw the football, can't fit it in there, throws the incompletion. The defense was scared for a second there.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it right on the field. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop that. We couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got a man in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you a man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you can tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulled and fired complete.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Compton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Pass to 6. Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the After the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Hoffman. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it fly. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. They knock him down right there. They'll snap him from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hunt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Turns it upfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. He'll pull it down. He's past the 30. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Need. Guys, let's chat about App State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell. A big part of the game plan.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Second down to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Need. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Guy is better than his guys.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Compton. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Break. Here we go.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Compton. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Drops back on 1st down. A little release to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Motion from the back. Wants to throw one first. Looking down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Need. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the middle. On the left side, here's Coleman. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Mountaineers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Galloway. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got the quick completion. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability, and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rushes on, buying some time. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
Move to his right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run the counter. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen to see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Out wide right, it's Compton. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Final game of the regular season, just waiting on this clock to run out. Let's check out the top 12 scoreboard right now. All of these teams fighting for playoff spots, and this is what you want to do when you're in the hunt. Finish a game like these guys have done. So 1st down will open up the final period. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Galloway. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock was ticking.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they were amazing.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Quick give. It's Compton. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.